going. I'm looking at Rags. Rags, the magical rescue dog. Yeah, yeah, you know I'm talking about you. Hey, hey. Looks like it's just me and you right now, babe. Oh, well, actually, she's doing great, Olin. It's warm and humid here. I turned the fan. I hope you can hear me even over the breeze. I just turned the fan, her fan, off because it's getting breezy. And also, while we're out here, the extra noise. Hi, Angie's Life. Okay, you can hear me if I'm back here. I don't have to yell. I'm a little gruff from the live streams I did yesterday. Hi, Cheryl Mahaffey. So I don't think this one is going to go 2 hours. But I told the kids watching last night that we would do a part 3 today. And I'm pretty much a woman of my word. I got up from a nap about 30 minutes ago. That late night coffee was not the very best idea. So how are you kids doing today? Hi, Holly. Try to get a little bit better frame here. She's gnawing that bone. So, hi, and welcome to Lip Locked No More. My name is Susan. Of course, you kids that I'm seeing in chat already know that. Hi, Candy. And today, Holly, I love hearts. Today we're going to continue on. Now the thing is that overnight and this morning there are even more comments added. This may never end. Yay! Because your comments allow us to continue the conversation about Summer Wells. And it directly involves you. I'm liking that. Hi, Bonder. I'm having my usual tobacco and just doing the, hey, everybody. Thank you that you think it's a healthy conversation. I know I go off the deep end. I know that I do. I wish that I didn't. Sometimes. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Vicki. Vicki said, honey, I'm new on chat. It's mighty fine to be here with Vicki. Welcome. Glad you're here. Vicki, I don't know if you know what we're up to today. Today is part 3 of something that I thought was going to maybe give me something to talk about for like an hour a couple of days ago. Turns out you kids like to engage a little bit more than I had anticipated. You notice I ain't bitching. Y'all have me smiling ear to ear to where my cheeks almost ache because of your willingness to participate. And even more than that, the fact that you don't give up on Summer Wells. And that's a fact. Now, please feel free to, hi Puppy Red Mustang, to correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe there's someone in chat that maybe is having a birthday today. Candy, you have your granddaughters? Okay, baby. Family first always. But I'm wondering, and I don't want to embarrass myself or anyone else, but I think that Angie's Life might be having a birthday today. Am I right about that? Hmm. How did I know that? Today is Angie's Life. Almost said her real name. Today's Angie's birthday. So guess what? Let's see, what genre am I in the mood for? Yeah, y'all give Angie's Life in our chat room some birthday wishes. But let's see, because the other day when we had a birthday, we did the jazz singer. Angie's a woman full growth, so I'm pretty sure Angie doesn't need just the standard happy birthday. Angie, what is your favorite? I'm going to try. Okay, I have never done this before. It's the first time I've had this thought. Angie, what is your favorite type of music? You like country, rock, heavy metal, folk? You know what? What? Pick a genre for me, and I'm going to see. And I may fall flat on my face and have to back up and sing happy birthday to you in a different style. But if you name a style that I can in my head get a certain mindset, I'm going to try to sing happy birthday to you. Hi, Mama T, the OG, in the style of music you prefer. Country. Okay. All right. Let me think of somebody that I can. Okay. It'll be more of an accent. Okay. Since I don't have a country band. But I have to start imagining that back here somewhere I've got a country band playing for me. Okay, let's go with almost country western because there's a steel guitar. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Angie's Life. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday, happy birthday to Angie's Life. Happy two-step birthday to you. That wasn't really very good, but I was trying to imagine the band playing two-step in the background. That's why I had to make it country western. That might be something that I'll start working on in my head a little bit. You're welcome, Angie. And on like a serious note, not that I wasn't serious, with the singing, happy birthday, and many, many more. Good health, sound mind, and I love your artwork. Angie's the one that made for me the sticker that I won't take off of its original graph paper and stick onto anything because it's so beautiful. I don't want to mess it up. So I keep it in a folder. But once in a while, you'll see it as my thumbnail, and the words lip locked no more with uh, lips that the lipstick is beginning to run as if it were BLOOD. I don't know if we can say, hi, Tennessee Blonde, if we can say uh, BLOOD and get away with it on YouTube. And because we're working, or I am working towards monetization, I really am putting effort into classing it up a little bit when it comes to this mouth, with the disclaimer that I cannot and will not become someone else. So if I'm mad and I'm going to go off, then I'm going to go off, and I just won't. That's just how it is. That's how it's going to be. Patty Ponytail, darling, I didn't see you, but I'm seeing people saying hi to you. I'm almost finished. Now, because we have had more comments come in, and because, not to be whiny, but I am, what was the word I was going to use instead of old? Wizened. Because I'm wizened, and yesterday's activities and a little gruffness, I can assure you up front, we're not going to get through all these comments today. And I don't know that I'll have the gumption to do 2 lives today. So, hi Pam. So, here's what I'm thinking. I'm just going to keep doing this until people stop commenting. So, there's Patty Ponytail. Bob has run up to Walmart to do some kitty cat and household item shopping, so he will likely come cruising. Y'all know what he did to me this morning. No, you don't, because you weren't here. What he did to us while I'm finishing. I'm on the front porch in my rocking chair, enjoying my first cup of coffee and cigarette. Now, you guys know, because you've heard me say more than once, that's about an hour into my morning when that happens, on a normal morning. This morning at 6:15, Rags had a loose stool inside her doghouse, inside her kennel. That's how my day began after walking her the first time. And I woke up tired. Wah. Because of our activities here late last night, and the fact, hi Ramblin' Rome, that yes, Vonderloo, again, she's eating slugs when they get in there, or ingesting them. She's not like chewing them up and like, they come out an entire slug. Now she's had normal since then. I don't need to go off into the particulars of her story. I'm just trying to get some sympathy. Okay. I don't drink. I have almost always, it's very rare for me to have more than 1 cup of coffee, and I have it at 7 o'clock in the morning. Last night, Hi, Crooked Arrow. Yes, we're having a pity party. We're starting out with pity party. Last night, because of the live we did, and for me it was late, although for you guys I'm sure it wasn't late. I let the cigarette burn up, and I'm telling the story, and I need a few more puffs, so that's how it is. Hang out or don't. I ain't in the mood, I'm tired. Grumpy. Okay, so that's how my day started after not resting well last night because I drank coffee at what, freaking 9-10 o'clock at night. So I took about an hour nap a while ago. And I thought, okay, take a nap. And when you wake up, you'll feel all better. But I will say this, there did come the moment, hi Danny, that I felt like the best thing to do was, oh, I still haven't told you what Bob did. That was the whole point. I'm just telling you how my day started. Poo-poo pen. Puppy poo-poo pen. Thank heavens and human engineering for outdoor water faucets and water hoses and Lysol. So, I was a little late getting my coffee and first cigarette because of puppy poo-poo pen. Sit down on the front porch and I am enjoying. Good morning, biscuits and gravy. And Bob comes out with coffee and sits down in his chair. Coffee and cigarette, light conversation. And Bob gets up to go back in the house. And he looks over at me and says, bong. I locked us out of the house. I looked at him and I said, then do something about it. That's the mood I was in. Not ugly like, not rar, like just like I just said it to y'all. Then do something about it. Immediately realizing that he doesn't know what it is that you do when you're locked out of this house. Never having done it before. Him. I have. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all exactly how this goes because I don't want none of you crazy motherfuckers out there on YouTube going, oh, well, here's how I get into her house. I was in such a mood. And in order for me to move what has to be moved, then remove what must be removed. I'm experienced at this. I'm a motherfucking cat burglar in my own house, okay? Then do this thing a certain like that. And I'm like, why am I struggling with this? Because it is always like the 6 times I've done it before has never been a struggle. The fuck's going on here? Fingernails, which are now, I have washed look at my fingernails. I have washed my hands 5 times since I broke into my own fucking house this morning. At fucking 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm breaking in to my own home. Well, when I'm struggling doing the thing after I've moved the thing and then removed another thing, and then you're doing that thing, and you realize the fingernails are what are keeping you from being able to do that. Not so much because they're in the way, but because if you're not careful with what you're doing, you're going to rip one of them completely off down into the quick. And that will hurt. And I don't want to, because I've already dealt with poo-poo puppy pen. So at this point, Bob decides, thinks, or whatever, oh, I'll help. I'll help. Let me get up in that tight and relatively enclosed where you feel like you're about to motherfucking suffocate space already. Let me help you do something, Bob, that Bob has never done before and has no idea what it is that I'm doing. At which point I turn and look over my left shoulder and shooting the eye daggers. If you have ever had an over helpful mate, friend, relative, in a moment after dealing with puppy poo-poo pen, and then your husband locks you out of your own house, and then he wants to help you and he doesn't. He got the eye daggers. And it wasn't direct like this. It was over the shoulder. And here's what that looks like. Don't be prepared. You might piss in your pants when you see this out of sheer hysterical fear. I've been known to invoke it in a number of people with the over the shoulder eye dagger stare. Now, it's not even a stare. It's like it's quick. It's real quick. I have to get y'all about where kind of like lined up where he was when it happened. Let's see. I was about like this, and he was about where you guys are. And I'm doing the thing. You know, I've removed a thing. No, I moved a thing, then I removed a thing, and then I'm trying to do the thing with the fingernail thing. Gets in the way. The ripping into the cuticle thing that is in my head when he wants to be helpful. At which point I do this, the over the shoulder, back the fuck off, eye dagger, combination glance and stare. That's it. He backed up. And then after a few more minutes, and I'm like, I'm going to rip my fingernails into the quick. I said, I need something. I need an implement. I need because the fingernail thing, and I'm afraid of ripping him into the quick. I need a thing. So if you want to be helpful, get me like a screwdriver. Now he's a fucking mechanic. And he looks at me like he doesn't know what a fucking screwdriver is. So he got the direct. I need an implement. You know, a thing I can slide thing. Or a sledgehammer. He walks over to his truck. He pops up that thing that he's Guy's fancy thing where the bed of his truck has the matching cover thing that goes up in there. Fancy. And he's puttering around. He's puttering around. He's puttering around. And in my mind, I went, fuck this. And I walked over to an empty container that I'm about to put some soil and some seeds into. I got my trowel and I went over and did the thing that I couldn't do after I moved the thing, removed the thing, and did the thing. And I broke into my own house with a gardening trowel. Went through the room I had broken into, and lucky for Bob, I went and unlocked the door. So, there it is. That's, yeah. If I'm lying, I'm dying. So, when I informed him a few moments before going live that there were a couple of things that we could use from Walmart, he not only was willing to go, after I had expressed to him that I'm so grateful that I'm a Scorpio and he's a Taurus, because when I am about to take a sledgehammer to the side of my own home, because my husband has locked me out of my own house after puppy poopy pen at 6:15 a.m. and I'm just getting my first coffee and cigarette. He not only went to Walmart joyfully after I said, I'm glad that we have this balance, that when I turn into the sledgehammer woman, that you are quiet and stoic and remain calm. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I meant it. And so then he asked me what, not only what I needed, but what might I want from Walmart. So who knows? I might get a bag of Lifesaver gummies, makeup candy. Don't bring me a box of chocolates. Send me bags of Lifesaver, and there has to be Lifesavers. If you send me candy, viewers, don't send me anything except Lifesavers gummies. Unless you're one of our loyal and wonderful viewers and you send Bob chocolates for Father's Day, then I get to eat one of them. All right, let's go inside. Grab my water. Let's get this show on the road. Can y'all hear that mockingbird? Mockingbird is the state bird of Arkansas. Our flower is the apple blossom. He's going on and on and on. Okay, let's go in. I'm going to lock the door so that I am safe. Everybody's safe. And sorry about the noise. He's got Roku running 90 miles an hour. Went off and left his TV on. We were sailing. Oh, my word. Oh, this guy just flipped a pickup truck. Bob watches that channel. What's it called? Fail Army. He was watching Fail Army Best of the Year. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that, but it's pretty wild. Okay, let me get a sip of water. wash the stink of cigarette smoke off my hands, grab my soda pop, and we'll go into my office and we'll go through some more of your comments regarding what stands out the most to you in the disappearance of Summer Moon UFOs. In our effort to keep the conversation going for summer. If you haven't been here for part 1 and part 2, what I'm doing is I am reading in full everyone's comments and responding, reacting, that kind of thing. That's what we're doing. It's going to be a sound of water for a moment, so watch your ears. We were sailing along on Moonlight Bay. We could hear the voices singing. They seemed to say, "You have stolen my heart. Now don't go away." As we sang love's old sweet song on Moonlight Day, on Moonlight Day. With a song in my heart, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. That a love such as ours came to be. Did Bob come in and I didn't know it? I thought I locked the freaking door behind us. Yep. And I always knew I would live life through. Hi, baby. I'm running live, or I'd come and help you. Are you good? Are you okay? Okay, because if you need me to, the kiddos can wait a minute. They won't mind. Do you need help? Do you need help? No, give me a kiss. Kiss me, baby. Kiss me. Mwah. With a song in my heart for you. Can I help? Oh, check out my shirt, yeah. And his nose, he's got it slipped. His nose is hard. Anyway, y'all know who that is? It's a picture of me. Can I help but rejoice that a love such as ours came to be? And I always knew I would live life through with a song in my heart for you. probably should have gone to the bathroom first, but I think I'll be okay. You know, when you get old. All right. Again, hello, because a few more have come in since I said hi. So, officially, let me say hi. My name is Susan Brewer. Welcome to my channel, Lip Locked No More. We are continuing today, part 3 of reading subscribers and viewers' comment under my community post of one day ago that reads as follows. Oh, kiddos, we've had 53 thumbs up and 62 total comments. Thanks, guys. Okay. I wrote, in the case of missing summer wells, an idea has been given to me by a valued subscriber. That's Rosemary and Time, as well as, well, Rosemary and Time gave me the idea, but username Oreo asked the original question. In the case of Summer Moon, to me, in the case of Summer Moon Utah Wells, what stands out to you the most? Rosemary and Time thought, and I agreed, that it would be a good idea to pose that same question to the viewers and subscribers of this channel. So we are going over every single one of them. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this live stream, I had anticipated maybe enough folks would interact that maybe we would do an hour and a half live stream out of it, sharing your thoughts with the world, or at least the small portion of it that watches us. When, much to my surprise, I learned that there are a number of you out there who have not and will not give up on summer. So that's what we're doing. We are, the phrase I've been using in this now 3-part series, a mature and reasonable conversation on summer's behalf in an attempt to continue to keep momentum going through conversation with the full realization that I'm just a YouTuber. What we are doing here is for our own, it's for us. We're not investigating because we are not investigators. We are cult evaders. Cultivators. So, like I said, now we've gone from what I thought might have been an hour to a number of hours. And we're not going to get through all of these today. So there's going to be a part 4. Okay, if you are new, there will be coughing involved. I have a smoker's cough. I am not ill, at least not in that way. In that way. Y'all should have seen me during my goth period. Okay, darlings. Here we go. Okay, also, if you are new, very quickly, I want to let you know that this channel does not have any fancy bells and whistles. But as my Marine son taught me, not only where there is a will, there is a way, Marine motto, embrace, adapt, and overcome. Okay. So here's what I wrote, going back to this. Okay. I can't do this in poll form because it is an open question. So please leave your response, if you feel comfortable doing so, in the comment section below. In the case of the disappearance of Summer Moon Utah Wells, what stands out to you the most? Please feel free to be as detailed as you and to use as many characters as YouTube will allow. I will read your responses, and thank you for your willingness to participate. With a little smiley face and 3 hearts, because I'm a love bomber. I'm very comfortable with that role. Especially living in a world full. Okay, loves. Now, keeping in mind that I am aware that there will be a number of you that cannot actually see what I'm going to be reading to you because it's so small on your screen. I'm trying to get it to focus. Come on. Don't make me mad. You won't like me when I'm mad. I was talking to my tripod, not you guys. Okay. So, I'm not going to be looking at your chat all while we go through a few more of the comments that have come in. But I will interact with your chat before we say goodbye. Okay. Now, we've been on 45 minutes, and that's probably about 30 minutes too long for a hello, hi, welcome, come on in. Please pull up a seat. But do please rest assured that when your live chat uploads, if that doesn't stop going out of focus, I'm going to have a cow sitting right here. I don't know why it's doing it. All right. So what I was going to say about you not being able to see this well, this is on the community page of the channel you are watching. So if you need to, please feel free to go to the community page for, receipts, so to speak. All right. User dash LK5TF5IT9X. In response to what stands out the most to you in regards to the disappearance of Summer Wells. They never got on news with law enforcement and asked for their daughter back. A+ already. Not that you get a grade. By the way, if you choose to participate in this, please know there is no right or wrong. This is your opportunity to tell me, tell us, tell anyone who is interested what stands out the most to you. when it comes to the disappearance of Summer Wells. No right, no wrong. No good, no bad. No judgment. None. Okay? Also, if you haven't been here for the other two parts, the comments that have a thumb up and a heart from me, we've already gone over them on a live stream. That's how I'm keeping track of what I've looked at and what I haven't. Okay? So here we go with continuing. User LK5TF5IT9X. They never got on news with law enforcement and asked for their daughter back. Never searched. The other thing is, why go to all the places when Grandis' knee was hurting bad enough to go get meds? The knee act had to be fake for meds, in the opinion of the writer. The one thing stands out the most is how Candace can't be questioned. She runs off, and in the opinion of the writer, Candace is scared she will slip and get the script wrong. So she lets Don Wells do the talking. Writer, I'm going to just call you user, sweetheart, since your username is... Okay? This is not an echo chamber. But I find myself agreeing with everything you've written here. Without naming other cases, because I'm not into comparing one case to another. Every case is individual. But there are currently cases of missing children where we have, if not frequently, at least regularly, seen press conferences televised where the parents and other family members are standing right there with the thin blue line that is searching for their missing loved one, speaking to the public, staying in contact with law enforcement. Yet we do not see that in this case. And as the writer has pointed out, the neat thing with Grandma, if you're new to Summer's case and you need clarification on things like Grandis, Grandis is what most people on YouTube call Candace Harrer, who is the maternal grandmother of Summer Wells. And she lived in a camper trailer on the property at 110 Ben Hill Road for quite a bit of time before and leading up to, on the day of, and shortly thereafter the disappearance of Summer Wells. Kind of took off like a jackrabbit. Not too long after Summer disappeared. But so that you know, I beg your pardon, for lexicon purposes or whatever, Grandis equals Candace Harrer, the maternal grandmother, who reportedly had a bad knee. I don't know. I reckon she does. Come back. Come back, computer. Come back, love. There we go. Now, anyone that's watching today that hasn't, again, I know I keep repeating this, that if you didn't see the first two parts of this, okay? I am not allowing myself to go any rabbit holes. My viewers and subscribers know me very well, how I can take one word or a short phrase and go on and on and on. That is not the purpose of what we're attempting to do here. This is for the purpose of stimulating and keeping conversation going. I could take this one comment and I actually could go 2 hours on just the one comment. I could probably do an hour on just the knee. But I agree wholeheartedly with the writer of this comment when they write. The other thing is, why go to all the places when Granda's knee was hurting bad enough to go get meds? That stands out to me as well, writer. Thank you so much for taking the time to participate. Thank you for caring enough about Summer Wells to participate. And thank you for your observations. I find them to be valid. By the way, viewers, if there is an element within your comment that I have addressed in a comment that we've already looked at, I most likely won't address it again. For example, so let's Don Wells do all the talking. We've already talked about that a number of times. And so I'm not going to elaborate sharing my thoughts on Don Wells. If he's telling the truth and he was at work, every fucking word out of his mouth is hearsay or a script, period. Trish Tales 214 writes, Don, Candace Bly, Candace Harrer. Bingo, Trish Tales. Indeed, the father, who was reportedly at work in a subdivision called the Meadows in Jonesboro, Tennessee, about sorry, I wasn't thinking about it. You can't see what I'm putting in the search bar. If you can even see any distance from 110. How do they spell their Jonesboro differently than our Arkansas Jonesboro? Oh, well, I'm going to go with the way we say in Arkansas, and it'll probably come up anyway, hopefully. Okay. Boroughh. I knew there was a U in there and a GH. Oh, 110 Ben Hill Road, Rogersville, Tennessee, 37572. The Meadows Subdivision, 547 Sweetgrass Lane, Jonesboro, Tennessee, 37659. Is 20.1 miles via Tennessee Highway 81 South. approximately 33 minutes travel time on a good day, 41 minutes with 25.7 miles via Tennessee 347 East and Tennessee 81 South. By the way, I'm sure you know, but just in case, Tennessee Highway 347 is also known as Beach Creek. So anyway you cut it, if Don Wells is telling the truth, he was 33 to 45 minutes away at work, right here. When Summer disappeared from home, right here. So, nonetheless, it doesn't mean that he could not be involved in something, at least have guilty knowledge. Definitely Candace Bly and Candace Harrer, Trish Tales, yes, dear, because they are the two adults who were present and whose care Summer was in when she disappeared. Tennessee Volunteer 12712 writes, and by the way, everybody gets a heart and a thumbs up from me. Come on, do it. My computer is running slow and acting weird and going out of focus again. How's this for quality presentation? Tennessee Volunteer, y'all, I got to get a sip of soda pop. Every person that surrounds Summer's case. Yeah. Every person. That would include all of the people that live on Ben Hill Road, all of them. Those nearby. You know, like folks that maybe live Light Holler. But like Tennessee Volunteer, yes. Every person that surrounds Summer's case. Now, I don't live in any of y'all's heads, so I'm not exactly sure who every person is to Tennessee Volunteer. So I'm not saying what I'm about to say is what Tennessee Volunteer is saying, okay? But every person that surrounds Summer's case, for me, includes law enforcement. It includes Ronnie Lawson. It includes the deputies who were responding. It includes Churchill Rescue Squad and Captain Tim Coop. Everybody at the SDA church. Anybody that she had gone to church with in the past. Anybody that knew her brothers. The strangers that Candace Bly, Summer's mother, would pick up at the convenience store and bring home. Even to the point of having brought home a perfect stranger, whatever that is, when her husband, Don, and the father of her children, is in Utah with their oldest son, having left her at home at 110 Ben Hill Road with the two other boys and Summer. And she moves the guy in who had been banged. I mean, the fuck. Okay. All right. Going on with Tennessee Volunteer. My opinion, states Tennessee Volunteer. If they are not involved, they all know. I agree, Tennessee Volunteer. And whoever is involved and knows, I say lock them all up. Maximum penalty for all. They all play games and mockery. Lock them up forever. Really. All of them. Prayers for answers. Tennessee Volunteer, I like your prayer. I'm going to borrow that from you, Tennessee Volunteer, and incorporate it into my prayer. There are a number of things, elements that I include when asking the Lord. Talking to the Lord about Summer. Answers, oddly enough, has been one of them. The things that I do ask for incorporate answers, would bring answers. But I love your thought, Tennessee Volunteer. Pray for answers, because answers will lead to solving her case, in my opinion. Okay. I know I'm going on too long when the screen goes green. The green screen. And Darling says, I said I'm incredibly tired. So please don't take like my tone of voice today and stuff. I'm not depressed. I'm not sad. I'm not melancholy. It's nothing like that. It's not emotional. It's physical. I'm literally very, very tired. So let's do Missy Forensic Astrology, and then Grasshopper Jump-A-Lot has left 2. So let's do those 3. And we've been on here an hour already, okay? Then we'll say goodbye, because look here, now I got to remember when I scroll back up here in a second that I'll remember because the one above has a heart and thumb up, okay? Because those 3, okay, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, thank you guys so much for this. You babies, you've blown me out of the water with your response to this. I can't tell you. Okay, so let's get through a few more. And I'm not going to say that I'll come back tonight, because I am very tired. And I'd like to spend some more time with my sweetheart. Even if we're just sitting in the same room, breathing the same air. I love him so much. Okay. Missy Forensic Astrology wrote, law enforcement refused to let a team search the waters at Patrick Henry Dam and stated, quote, she's not in the water, close quote. How would law enforcement know that? They don't. How? Writes Missy. Oops, sorry, babies. You guys almost took a tumble right now. Let's expand to read more. Missy goes on to say, and y'all, those of us that are familiar with this case and have been around for, well, I haven't been here since day one. I didn't begin talking about summer until the early autumn of 2021. But I can guarantee you I know a lot more details about this case than some people that have been on it since day one, because they're not actually on it. They just talk about it. Sorry, that's my tiredness coming through. I get really grumpy when I'm tired. But those of us who are familiar, we know that what Missy is saying here, she's not making that up. Law enforcement did indeed refuse to allow a search at Patrick Henry Dam, and they did indeed state, quote, she, meaning Summer Wells, is not in the water. And I'm like Missy Forensic Astrology, except you guys know how I like to spice it up. How the fuck would Ellie know that? They don't. Or do they? Because, as we mentioned, or I mentioned with Tennessee Volunteer, every person that surrounds Summer's case, for me, includes the law enforcement that refused not only this search, but Sheriff Ronnie Lawson of Hawkins County, Tennessee, his refusal to allow Dave Radar and Twyla from Midwest EquiSearch Why? No rabbit holes, Susan. No rabbit holes today. Okay, babies. Yes, there have been divers, but to Missy's knowledge, a real water search with boats and sonar have not been done. Mention that to someone, anyone, and they get so pissed. Jody Sue Brown, for example. Say something about how a real water search should have been done, and she will block you. Well, baby, Missy, Forensic Astrology, baby, everyone in the world, except for Enhanced NH, Dye Designs, Mud Pie, and a few other cult members. Other than that, everybody in the entire fucking universe is blocked on Jody Sue Brown's channel. Because unlike my channel, where she is not blocked, I'll drag that bitch's ass from here to the moon and back. I'd do it every fucking day, all day long, if I could get away with it and not go insane. She's a specialist at everything in the entire universe. Jody Sue Brown is the cult leader that knows every motherfucking thing. She's a geologist, she's a surveyor, she's an assessor. She's a cosmetologist. She's an optometrist. She's a tattoo art specialist. She has bionic motherfucking eyes, ears, and asshole. So you see, I can say all of those things about Jody Sue Brown right here, right now on this live stream, and she can come right up into this chat room and contend with me. Now, I'm not going to contend with her on this live stream because that's not what this live stream is about. However, I would engage with her in dialogue without blocking or timing out, so long as she was not harassing someone else in my chat room. All of my accounts are blocked on Jody Sue Brown. The two that people know about and the others that people do not know about. Every fucking account I've got is blocked on her because I will ask things like Missy Forensic Astrology would. So you either get blocked or you get told, I've already talked about that, and so just go back to one of my 5 million trillion kabillion motherfucking hours of the slobbery drivel that runs out the corners of my mouth while I'm chomping on ice endlessly. You got fucking pica? Why don't you go get that checked? Okay. Say that to just about anyone and they will shut you down quick. According to astrology and other methods I use, she is very likely, okay, she, I believe, is Summer, okay? She is very likely between the Patrick Henry Dam and the Hammonds Bridge if she is deceased. At least 2 other astrologers have reached the same conclusion, as well as a few psychics. Oh, okay, I brought this up before, and then they say the reason LE says that the team had offered to search, I beg your pardon, let me begin that again. I brought this up before, and then they say the reason law enforcement says that the team that offered to search the waters there weren't allowed by law enforcement to search the water at Patrick Henry was because law enforcement said they weren't qualified. Law enforcement said that the dive team that wanted to search at Patrick Henry Dam was not qualified. Really? Interesting. I'd like to know more about that. There was more than one dive team coming and going down around there, so I'm not sure exactly which dive team Missy is talking about. And by the way, once again, thank you to each and every one of you who is here today. It's a Saturday. There's lots of other places you could be and other things you could be doing that I'm sure would be significantly more pleasant than listening to me drone on and on. Okay, let's go on with Missy. Okay, fine, Missy says. Okay, fine then. I said this last night, y'all. I love that you guys are writing to me and to the public in conversational tone. It makes it so much easier for me to read because it comes off as conversation, and I like that. Okay, now, okay, fine then, by God. You get a team that is qualified, period. You go, Missy Forensic Astrology. This poor child can't get a decent water search. It will take more than divers to find her if she's where astrology says she is. It will take boats and sonar. I was correct about the location of a Knoxville fugitive back in February. He was found within 1/4 mile of where I said he'd be. I have a vid about it, another day in the life of a forensic astrologer. So what if I'm right about this too? My channel is not monetized, so I'm not trying to promote it here. I'm just trying to provide receipts for what I'm saying. Thank you, Missy says, with a red heart and smiley face with 3 hearts. Missy, thank you, love. I'm a Scorpio. I have a Sagittarius moon. And my natal chart is just loaded with Scorpio. um, Now, in regards, and I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole, in regards to the application of astrology and psychics and things of that nature, I don't have any gifts like that. So I don't know what it's like to have that level of discernment. So I don't know if that kind of thing is real or not. But I respect it nonetheless, because I personally know of at least one case that was indeed solved by a psychic, a serial killer, a serial killer that killed a woman I knew. I've done a piece about it on this channel. So here's the thing, Missy Forensic Astrology. Yes, sweetheart, I totally get, but I would not mind if you did promote your channel here. I'm kind of about that, sweetheart. I like for people to go check out other channels. And if it's something they enjoy and they want to, they'll sub up and watch you. Some may not ever go over because they're like, I'm not into that. There may be others go over and watch a little bit and go, oh, I don't know. However, if I have a moderator, because I don't know, can I go to her? I don't think I can go to her channel from my comment section, can I? Nope, I can't. And I definitely don't want to hide her or anything like that. So if I have a mod in here, and I don't know if I do or not because I haven't seen chat, it faded long, long ago. I don't even know if there's, I may be sitting here just talking to myself right now. And that's okay as well, because hopefully there'll be some rewatch crew. But if I do have a moderator in here, and you have the time and you don't mind, would you please find Missy Forensic Astrology? I assume that's the name of the channel. I don't know. And the video on her channel is titled Another Day in the Life of a Forensic Astrologer. I'm into astrology. I'm not into horoscopes. There's a difference. Okay, let's do Grasshopper Jump a Lot 2962. Let's combine both comments. And then for my mental and physical well-being, we'll fuck around and find out who's in the chat. Say hi, bye, and howdy doody and all that business. Grasshopper Jump a Lot 2962 wrote, let me see, maybe the one on the bottom. Oh, I didn't put a heart. Then you have Candace and Kathy out in the middle of the night by Water Day. Grasshopper, darling, let me scroll and see if Grasshopper left another comment, because beginning that sentence with the word, the phrase, then you have, would indicate that something came before. And it makes me wonder if the short one right beneath it was actually the first comment. So I'm going to try reading them that way. Where'd you go, grasshopper? Okay, there you are. So I'm going to read the bottom one first because I think, okay, according to the search team and the dogs, they thought Summer's body was moved more than once. Wow. Because we're going to come up here to this one above, okay? Then you have Candace and Kathy out in the middle of the night by water digging with a shovel. Yeah, that was bizarre. Now, anyone who doesn't know, Kathy, Candace's quote friend, unquote, that Candace spent a great deal of time with Kathy and Kathy's granddaughter, who's a minor, during Don Wells' extended stay at the Hawkins County Detention Center, otherwise known as motherfucking jail, on a probation violation. I don't know if Kathy still has a channel or not. She had a channel called Kathy the Friend. Yeah. I have no comment at this time. I don't have enough energy to be clever. All right. Candace was talking to Ernie and gagging. Oh my gosh, Grasshopper, Jump a Lot. I remember this. I don't watch Ernie's show or any of that, yeah, band of fucking lunatics. Could not possibly be less. Yeah, okay. But I do know about this. And yes, I did see it and hear it. Yeah. And I'm telling you, to me, Candace Grasshopper, if you're here, and thank you for reminding this about this of shit. Thank you for reminding us of this. You kids have been bringing out a number of elements that have been lost in the mix over the last 3 years, and I am so grateful that so many of you hold this thing, that thing, and another thing on the Rolodex in your brain. Because if anybody could ever take every one of these things and weave these threads together, we might actually end up with the tapestry that reveals where is Summer Wells and what happened to her. By Grasshopper Jump a Lot, I've only gagged like that once in my life. Now, I've gagged a great number of times. I've been so drunk on tequila shots that it took one guy to hold me up, another guy to hold my hair back, while I sat on a rock ledge and just puked and puked and puked, and I did not sound like Candace Bly that night. I don't know. But that gagging, to me, sounded like the gagging of a person who forgot to bring the Vicks Vapor Rub to put under their nose. If you catch my drift, meaning if you get my drift. You know, like homicide investigators do before they enter the crime scene. Like that. Let's finish reading what Grasshopper Jump a Lot had to say, though. Candace was talking to Ernie. That's Ernie Shell, okay, who has a channel on YouTube, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, gag me with a fucking shovel. All right. And gagging while they were digging. And yes, we could hear them digging. Grasshopper goes on to say, we all heard it time and time again. She was not drunk. She is a pro with her liquor. Amen. Jump up. Jump. Damn it. Grasshopper jump a lot. Amen. Candace can hold her booze. Grasshopper goes on to say, that's not what was making her sick. You know it. We all know it. Now this puts Kathy on the spot. She has a lot more info on that fake fishing trip. Believe me, Grasshopper writes, I think people are finally taking in this case. It's getting real. Let's see. Believe me, I think people are finally talking. I beg your pardon. In this case, it's getting real. Nobody wants to go to prison. Justice. Now, darlings, as difficult as hearing that and reading that, as distressing as it is, we're not snowflakes on this channel. We wear our big boy and big girl pants over here. So to anyone in the listening or viewing audience who may have been triggered or otherwise negatively impacted by me reading Grasshopper Jump-A-Lot's comment, I'm sorry that it made you feel that way. But darlings, the realities or the potential realities, in my opinion, should not, and we cannot, okay, I can't tell you what to do or what not to do, but I can sure as hell tell you what I do. I'm beyond sugarcoating when it comes to summer wells. And as distressing as it was to me to read that, and likely for you to hear it, we can't be pansies and call ourselves soldiers in summer's army. And I would really like to know. And most likely we'll never know. What were Candace and Kathy digging? And what was making her gag like that? No rabbit holes, Susan, especially not when you're tired. So, darlings, I think you can see my countenance is falling. I need to eat and have another nap. And it being Saturday, I don't know if I get a second wind. I may come back on again tonight. I don't know. But we will continue as long as there are comments here that we haven't read. It gives us an opportunity to talk about summer wells. So Thank you to everyone who has commented. I appreciate you all. All right. I would like some tobacco, and I'd like to see if I can get your chat to come up. My chat, I haven't seen a single chat on my screen since we came in here and I started talking. So like I said, I may be talking to myself right now and not even know it. But I'm talking about Summer Wells and things related to her and her case. So that's all right. My britches are coming unzipped. Hang on a second. Where can I see you that you're not going to see my britches coming unzipped? My britches was a coming unzipped. I love this shirt. I just love it. So we'll go out here and do a short and sweet goodbye. While I have me a cigarette. What you eating there, baby? You found the barbecue and beans. I forgot to tell you that I heated it up. I did a pork tenderloin day before yesterday, and so we're having that. You know, I did the thing where you pull the pork apart and make it more like a sandwich. Okay, I'm going to go sit out here, baby, for just a minute or two and say goodbye to everybody. I'm not going to run on for 2 hours like I did yesterday. He's like, I don't care. It's my day off. I'm eating barbecue and baked beans, sitting in my easy chair watching TV. Oh, he got me cigarettes too. The humidity is not quite as much here today as it has been. It's warm. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's so much better without the humidity. And when we get off of here, I got to go out and water my little vegetable garden. I was hoping it was going to rain, but it cleared off. Y'all, I haven't checked the news today, just as a quick aside, regarding the mass shooting in Fordyce, Arkansas. I mean, I did post a link on the community tab this morning that is an update, and I can't remember if it was CNN. It's one of the national, major mainstream media. But it's saddened so many of us here in the state of Arkansas on a number of different levels, y'all. I mean, it's the kind of, there's not 4,000 people in the town of Fordyce, Arkansas. And we still don't, or at least the last I checked, we don't have a motive. A lady was in the grocery store, the only grocery store in the town. She had her little boy and her daughter with her. As I recall, the little boy and the girl were on a different aisle when the shooting began. But they were able to be, connect And they went into the freaking walk-in freezer. And they could hear the shooting. And the little boy is crying. And the mom is afraid that the shooter's going to hear the little boy crying. And so she and another lady that were in the freezer with them, she said they were only in there for maybe about 15 minutes, but it like seemed an eternity. And when they opened the door to the walk-in freezer, one of the victims was right there. And this news has, I mean, I'm an hour and 45 minutes north of Fordyce, Arkansas, and it has rippled through our state with absolute shock and heartache. We're praying for a whole town that is traumatized right now. 2 police officers wounded. The shooter is in custody and was wounded by law enforcement during the exchange of gunfire. 3 people are dead. 8 wounded, the last that I know. There are so many things in this world full of violence. So I know your prayer list may be so long that you can't hardly get through it. But if you're of a mind to, and the Lord lays it on your heart, please pray for the healing for the entire town of Fordyce, Arkansas. Because, babies, this doesn't happen here. I'll never be able to say that again. Because it does happen here. I'm sorry, guys, when I get tired, I'm even more emotional than normal. Let me see if I can get your chat up here. So please, thank you, darlings. Thank you, Tennessee Bone. Please understand that this is not some sort of a breakdown thing with the multiple sclerosis. Okay. Thank you, Morris 17. When I get really tired, it's part of but on top of it, I keep thinking about that mother and her children in that fucking deep freeze. The fear that she must have felt for her children. I believe the boy is only 8 years old. Don't hold me to that. And they open the door to the freezer once they hear and know that law enforcement is there. And when the freezer door is open, there's a victim right there. How will those children and why? Fortunately, I got me a crying towel out of here. And your chat keeps going away, so now I'm really going to cry. How can I interact with my chat if my chat won't stay up? Carrie, I can't either. Carrie, I don't even want to try to imagine it. According to her brief statements, the mama, it's all she could think about was her two babies. Protecting her babies. I get so motherfucking tired of this fucking chat disappearing. YouTube, get your fucking shit together. Fuck. See, hi Sonia. I'm a lot better when I'm mad. Hi Sonia, and hi Carrie, and hi Morris17, and hi everybody else that's there. Because your chat's gone again. So instead of sitting here bawling and bitching and being hungry and thirsty and whatever else I am, a mess, since we've been on here almost 2 hours. Did you quit, Espo? You quit smoking? Best of luck. Oh, I wish you. Hi, Mohawk Mom. Best of luck to you. I wish you success. I can't hardly see anything now because I got teardrops on my glasses. Oh, Mohawk, you think that it might be doing it on purpose because I'm on my phone to save the... Oh, you're welcome, Espo. That makes sense, Mohawk Mom. But it goes down, it goes away so quickly. Okay, like right now it's fading, it's gone. And when, I know you guys know, when you see me doing this, I'm tapping to bring the live chat up. Then I have to toggle up to top chat. Then I have to tap again and toggle down to live chat. So, it is the tradition. Hi, Mechanic Mama. Espo, Mechanic Mama's giving you congratulations on the quit smoking. So probably the last thing you need is to be sitting there looking at me, huh? If I've missed you in the chat, I hope you'll accept my sincere apology. It's one of them days. I'm checking for names as your chat is moving to see if somebody pops up that I haven't said hi to. You know, I've heard other channel creators drag, not me in particular, but those of us like me, and there are a number of us out here that like to, I figured, Mechanic Mama, I like to acknowledge you. Ivy, and I heard, I won't name any names, but they're like these long intros, and they just sit there and they say hi to everybody that's coming into the chat. Well, yeah. If you don't have 10, 15 minutes before you get into your content to let the people, hi Kiki Eyes, that are watching you know that you appreciate that they're watching you, with over 51 million fucking channels on YouTube, it might behoove some creators to occasionally say, hey, I fucking recognize that you're here. Thanks. Hi, Kathy Gordon. Hi. You're just popping in. Is Ziggy going to be going live today, honey? Yeah, Sonia, and I mean it. Y'all know if I'm going to say something like that, I fucking mean it. Yeah, see, Brenda's saying I love being welcome. It makes her heart feel good. One of my favorites is when I come up on here, hi, Victoria, and I have nothing to talk about. That's one of my favorites. I mean it. And you kids pile in. Sometimes there'll be 25 of you. Sometimes there'll be 125 of you. And you visit. Hi, wait, what? And you kids visit with each other. You don't know yet. You hope. I hope so too. I'll try to be there, whichever channel she's on, honey. I like to watch Empress Ziggy because Ziggy's voice when she's reading tarot is very soothing to me. Plus, she's done 2 readings for me, and both of them were boom. Which kind of amazed me. I've had one tarot reading in my life when I was in my late 20s. It was boom dead on too. Nonetheless, I also enjoy it when she goes live on Ziggy Hill channel, because on Ziggy Hill channel, I can let it all hang out, bitching in the chat, as long as I don't violate y'all's community guidelines. It's a different vibe on Empress Ziggy. Over there, we're sending pure energy and cleansing. And y'all, anybody that doesn't know, Kathy Gordon moderates for Ziggy on both of the channels. So that's why I was interacting with her on that. So just trying to take another moment to see if I've missed anybody. Might as well see if I can drag it out to 2 hours for anybody that just keeps hanging out. Are we pixeling, by the way? Yesterday's live stream, I got so mad watching it back. I don't know if it was the heat, but it was like the video is not synced up. Hi, Patty Barnett. Oh, a while ago when I was talking about some beautiful woman sending my husband chocolates for Father's Day. It's Patty Barnett. It looks good to you, Carrie? Okay, thank you, honey. I think there are, because I'm not using Wi-Fi. I'm using the unlimited data on my phone. So it's like, where are those? I guess what I need, yeah, Carrie, she sent, I think it was a dozen, Patty, of my favorite chocolates. Ferrero Rocher hazelnut candies in the little gold foil cups, like a whole box of them. I know, Carrie, they are yummy. I love them. But like I told you all a while ago, and I'm not kidding, anybody out there, and I don't have to, you can do it before I'm monetized. If you want to really get on my good side, like we're signing an agreement that no matter what you say or do or misbehave, I will never drag you. You send me Lifesaver gummies and my lips will be sealed regardless of how treacherous you may become. That means I was lying, because I would still drag you anyway. But I'll take all the motherfucking Lifesaver gummies. And it has to be like, don't be sending me no, oh, she might like this kind of gummy. I've tried them all. I don't want Starburst gummies. I don't want gummy bears. I don't want gummy worms. I don't want sour. I don't want hard candy. If I want hard candy, I'll go talk to Bob. Mohawk Mom, Tennessee volunteer. Baby, I don't know if you were here earlier. We did go over your comment. Excellent, excellent comment. 611. Carrie, would you drop my mailing address, my mailing and shipping address, please? I have moderators. And for those of you who have never modded, I want you to know that once you achieve the influencer celebrity status that I have achieved here on YouTube, all you have to do is say, Justin for all, would you please? No, oh no, that goes the other way. Justin for all. No, here's what he does. Mods, would you please drop my email address in the link? And would you please drop my link for my email? Mods, would you please drop the link for the iPhone membership? Mods, would you please? I'm like, do you ever, Justin for all, do anything for yourself? And then I said that like out loud to the room I was sitting in while I'm modding for him. You know what he did? He dropped the link himself in his own chat. Well, what the fuck good are we then? Just go ahead, Justin for all. Yeah. Justin for all. We now see how much you need us. Thank you, Carrie Bishop. Brenda Pittman, there's my mailing address right there. I'll take them by the package or by the case. I'll take them by the truckload. But Justin, yeah, because see, I only drag people who are actually in my chat and aren't blocked. And yeah, I drag the mods too. I've only got 6 minutes to get to 2 hours. Y'all, I have got to get my voice in my throat to where I can speak for 2 hours. Because when Justin for all, coming in with the love bomb. Oh, Brenda Hart, Clementine Hart. Hi, Clementine. Victoria Hart. Hi, Jen R. Carrie Hart. Oh, and now Carrie's dropping Justin's link. Carrie? Baby, is there a new Justin, honey? Is it gonna, Justin? Honey, am I gonna be able to handle it? What's Justin? What is? Tell me what you can in chat. Yeah, I'll give him the over-the-shoulder dagger stare. So, yeah. Mohawk Mom, I'm going to be pissed off. Justin, honey, I'm sorry I missed you. I had to rest this morning. Y'all, I'm mod for it, and so does Mohawk Mom. Justin, is this a missing 13-year-old or a deceased 13-year-old? Oklahoma City. missing at this point. Okay, honey. Okay, I will. You will be. That's when we get off of here in just a minute. I'll go. I'll be on rewatch. 10 days, and they didn't even. Justin, all right. I can already tell I'm fixing to be really pissed off, ain't I? No, Justin, at this baby's, the police are moving. Are you fucking kidding me? 10 days. Sonia Allen knows me. She knows I'm going to be mad. All right. Okay. Well, I guess I'll get. And Mohawk Mom knows me really well. All of you know me pretty damn good. I think y'all know by now what's going to really piss me off. And one of them is inadequate law enforcement, especially when it comes to a child. Carrie, honey, thank you for dropping the link for Justin. Yes, Justin, baby, I know you get mad too. But you're a lot better at... Jesus is on your side more than he's on mine. Jesus helps Justin maintain. Whereas over on this channel, you're going to get repeated, sometimes like machine gun fire, the F-bomb. And I just got the 15% warning on the battery, so perfect timing. And that lets me know this is the third time. So now I know that I can run for 2 hours using my phone, even in the heat. So on this channel, it is the tradition, because I don't like to leave my audience on a totally hurtful or distasteful or depressing or whatever negative note, that I sing my audience out. And I understand if you don't stay for it, but I'm going to do it anyway. As we used to say back in my professional performance days, we do take requests, but I'm going to sing anyway. And I don't know if I can remember all the words, so I'll just la 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 where I don't. This is dedicated to you guys. Every single one of you watching now and later. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me, getting to know you, putting it at but breezy. You are precisely my cup of tea. Getting to know you, getting to know and breathe. When I am with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm light and breezy. It's because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you. Day by day. Darlings, please continue putting into practice being kind to one another, always remembering it's not going to hurt you any. It's not going to cost you one thin dime, and it's going to come back to you tenfold when you need it the most, but expect it the least. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I got a Saturday afternoon rewatch to go do after a smooch on the handsome man sitting in his easy chair. All right. We'll do part 4 probably tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you again for being here. Now, get out. Get out. Get out. Go away. Tired of you. Go on. I'm going.